start with our student. Welcome back.
Thank you.
How's your summer been?
It was good. I had a really good vacation.
You ready for school?
Yeah, sort of.
Sort of.
Ready or not, here it comes.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your summer and what you're looking forward to.
Well, my summer was really fast. I got together with a couple of my friends to meet over, talk about what we're looking forward to in senior year. So I guess in senior year, the biggest thing is prom that I'm looking forward to. But other than that, college applications and acceptance letters, that's the biggest thing, yeah.
Acceptance letters, there you go.
I got lots of rejection letters.
Well, we're looking forward to kind of hearing it from you in real time as great things happen, so.
Yeah.
Great.
Could I just probe a little bit more on that, because Mrs. Becker talked about Naviance.
Oh, yeah.
And I wondered if you could tell me from a personal point of view, what you think it has done for you in terms of learning or
Preparing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just go with it.
I mean, I use Naviance mainly to narrow down my choices for colleges. So there's a section in Naviance where you can select different colleges, find out their rankings in different specializations. So I was considering business, so I got to pick 4 or 5 different schools, see their housing, their amenities, where they rank on their teachers, and all that helped me to decide which colleges I wanted to go visit first and consider as my dream school or my target school, and then apply to those first as my important schools. And then after that, actually, I think in 9th grade, I'd used Naviance to help me decide that I wanted to do business and that I wanted to consider doing something in that field, because until 9th grade, I didn't really have an idea of what I was doing. And then when I used Naviance, I could narrow down my choices that, yeah, I want to do business, I want to do marketing, and yeah.
And does Naviance do that by a series of questions to help narrow it down?
There's a few questionnaires. There's personality questionnaires, there's career questionnaires, so they all help you assess your goals.
Thank you.
And what you don't know that's coming, because you haven't done it yet, is when you start applying to the colleges, when you check off on Naviance that you've applied to a college, that's sent to the guidance department, and they get to set in motion getting the teacher recommendation sent there, getting the SAT score sent there, instead of you doing that all separately, keeping track of it. And did I mention the self-addressed, self-exam? So that's coming, and you're going to like that.
See, the people who weren't lucky enough to do it the old-fashioned way probably can't appreciate all the improvements.
That's right.
Exactly.
You actually have
You can't begin to
comparison.
write the dining room table, folders,
Right, piles of
stamps, lots of stamps. That's what I mean.
I think the kids refer to that as old school.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it's old school. Yeah.
Okay, wait, it was 2006, okay? That
Long time ago.
Is it possible to get a little demo of Naviance here, on the screen?
Oh, I'll be the parent using it.
How did I know that was coming?
I love it.
Is that something at a future meeting? Not next meeting, but maybe I don't know, November-ish?
Of course.
Yeah,
That
let's
would
do
be
that.
a
That would
really
be-
cool thing to just go through a test case. We can make up a name. We can call it Vicky Vecker. Okay.
I will gladly be the clueless parent trying to use it for the first time.
Thank you. That would be awesome. Then it's an excuse for you guys to come back.
About
Yeah.
what they do across the grade levels.
Awesome. And even how you're, kind of what you do with this data, how kids are using it. Bring a couple kids that love it. We've got somebody here who can probably help us also.
Yeah.
And maybe spend a little time. We'll kind of clear away some of the business stuff quickly and get to it. That would be great. Cool? She's smiling, so we're happy. We can move on now. Thank you. Anything else?
I attended the sophomore orientation today, so that was really cool. I was there 2 years ago, so I still remember that day when I was sitting in the bench. Saw 2 other seniors leading me the way through the hallways, and I got to do that today. It was chaotic because of all the students, but it was a nice experience for me to meet with my friends that I haven't seen over a long time. And I got to see all the anxious sophomores and trying to like calm them down, calm their nerves down. So it was cool. It's nice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Any committee organization reports or other good of the cause? Mrs. Becker.
Okay, so curriculum met Monday night. Always a good committee meeting. You have the minutes in your mailboxes, so I'm not going to read them. I just want to highlight for the public a few things that we've added additional courses for dual enrollment with Middlesex County College. We've added a new digital music experience course at the high school. How it differs from the one that we currently have in place is that one has prerequisites and is geared towards composition. This one is geared more for students with an interest in it who may not have quite the formal background and is geared more towards production. So that's great. What I want to mention to the board is that there had been a committee all year to review our gifted and talented program. And there have been changes made, and specifically, they wanted to get the teachers to spend more time in the schools, collaborating with the teachers and the students, and a lot of it revolving in-class collaboration, not so much of a pull-out. Leading up to, in fourth grade, they're going to actually have independent study projects. And in fifth grade, they're going to be cycles. It's not going to just be verbal, math prime. It's going to be literature, math, and science. I thought this was important enough. Really, this was the first that I was hearing about it. And Susanna and I both agreed that this should be a presentation to the board, full board, on all these changes. So Debbie Gulick has arranged, I think it was for one of the first September.
We're trying for the September 15th, but we also have, for the September meetings, we want to give you an overview of the dual articulation with Middlesex County College in that new agreement. So
Right.
in the September window, we would like to schedule both those.
Yeah, I thought this was of particular importance to the board because so many of the people on this board are parents currently in the district and are therefore subject to questions and should know, particularly in this area, which is very sensitive, and a lot of parents have a lot of, issues and concerns with whether their kids are in gifted and talented or not, and how they're structured. So I really, I don't want to take away from anything else.
No, we were planning for
Middlesex is
September.
real important, but yeah, September,
I think September
I think
15th.
this is something the board really needs to know about.
Because I had questions about that, the parents asking how the kids will be identified, and how things change, for the kids that are currently in the program. If this is something, I guess I can wait. The kids are currently in the program at like a fourth grade or a third grade level. Now we're changing it. Do they stay in the program, or does everything?
Well, I think that that's, again, part of.
I'm going to send everybody away. but-
So I think between Mr. Moran, who's the supervisor of Gifted and Talented, and Debbie Gulick, they'll put together a really good presentation for us.
Between now and then, will we be doing anything in terms of communicating to the parents? Because this is great for us, but what about all the parents that are out there waiting for their August letter saying your child has been, selected for this?
I'll talk to Mrs. Gulick. She is not in the office right now, but when she returns, I will make sure.
That's my only concern, is that you let these parents know.
And other than that, we just ask that we are given, in the committee, we're introduced to new classes, new courses, particularly a lot at the high school. So we hear about the beginning of them. But we ask that the last meeting of the year, that there be given follow-ups. We want to know how the course went, what kind of response it was by students, what did we learn, what changes do we need to make. We don't take the adding of new courses lightly, and so we wanted kind of an automatic follow-up from the district to know how all these new courses were doing. And great meeting, and I cannot thank Debbie Gulick enough for the energy and passion she brings to curriculum and to this committee.
All right. Any other committee, organization, Mr. Phillips?
I just wanted to thank, in Dr. Valesky's opening statement about the new teacher orientation, Mrs. Locks and Mrs. Reese and I were happy enough to have a moment with the new teachers for the ice cream social. And it was a wonderful time to see the administration give the support to the new teachers. And I appreciate the time that I had to see the interaction of the new teachers with the orientation. And it's really, really a nice thing.
This is a critical time when we bring our new teachers in to indoctrinate them into what it is to be at East Brunswick, and not just about being a teacher, but about the culture here and how important that is.
I felt that a lot too.
And the support that we offer, and we continue to emphasize that. As I walked around and talked to people after they had their ice cream, the feedback I got was very, very positive, that they felt supported. And we want to be accessible. We want people to be able to walk up to us, and even as the superintendent, to have the new teacher say, I have a question. You may not have the answer, but can you help me get the answer?
Correct.
And that's the kind of environment. As I told one teacher, you spend most of your waking hours here. This is like a family. We want it to be a place where you want to be. You want to come to work, and you enjoy every moment of it.
I felt that too.
Brilliant analogy.
You did. You want to share it?
No.
Dr. Cohen?
Just wanted to point out, I don't know if you mentioned it because I came in a little bit late, but the New Jersey Monthly Magazine this month publishes its top 100 high schools in the state. And I know all these different rankings use different mechanisms to determine what school ranks where, but last year we were ranked at 47, and this year we're ranked 25th in the state. So I think that's a pretty good thing. We should all be very happy. NJ Monthly.
Awesome.
And if you look at a lot of the schools that are above us, they're in very, very, very wealthy areas with much smaller populations.
Or they're kind of those magnet schools that are very focused and specific.
So I think that we should be proud of ourselves. Doesn't mean you stop trying to achieve more, but it's nice to see that other people have noticed.
Well, it sounds like we are one of the best all-around, all-American high schools, which we knew anyway. That's not a surprise, but they have to catch up. The magazines have to catch up to us. Excellent. Anything else on that? You have something else?
Yes, I just need to bring to the board's attention on the policy question that came up earlier.
Typo.
We will need to bring that policy back at the next meeting. There is a little bit more than just a clerical error on that, so we'll bring that back.
All right.
Something might be.
Look forward. Okay.
We'll just amend it at the next meeting. So you've passed it, we'll just do an amendment.
All right, as the board attorney says. We do have a need for closed session, so may I have the following motion? Pursuant to what is written in your agenda, whereas the board must discuss matters which are not appropriate in public meeting and are within the exception to the Open Public Meetings Act. Specifically, any pending or anticipated litigation or contract negotiation in which the public is or may become a party, specifically a legal update. Any matter involving the employment, appointment, termination of employment, terms and conditions of employment, evaluation of promotion or discipline of any employee, specifically employee number 23609. Whereas the length of closed session is estimated to be 30 minutes, after which the public meeting of the board may reconvene and action may be taken. Now therefore be it resolved that the board will recess into closed session for these subjects, and the minutes will become available when the need for non-disclosure no longer exists.
So moved.
Motion by Mrs. Shaw, second by Mrs. Becker. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Good night, everyone.